Everybody panic. It's the meat hall. Everybody panic. Placements and maps and all sorts of things. Everybody freak out. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a little less than, "Hey, everybody, it's Aura." Alright, well, welcome to the November Meat Hall, where we go to tell you about your fate for season 8. Um, the agenda for the evening, is as follows. As you can see, we'll just talk a little bit about the free agent combine. We had it last season and this season, went pretty great as usual. Wedge and crew did an awesome job. Hire committee has some updates, new faces being added into the mix, as well as another call if anybody's interested. We have some specific things to go over, as well as just general. If you want to volunteer, please put out an application. We've got some rules updates. Obviously, we got to update those every season, even if just a little bit. We have created a disciplinary anonymous reporting tool. So for people who don't always feel comfortable about coming straight out with issues they've been having, hopefully this tool and its resources will be good for people to be able to feel comfortable if they're having any issues with anything, staff or player or whatever otherwise. Update on Nexus Edge. Caster resources. Arrow has taken over as the new head caster in replace of Jason. So just a re-update about what you guys have and stuff getting put together. So if you're interested in casting, hit up Discord, hit up Arrow. Weenus and Jason are still assistants, so anybody can really help you with that. Important dates and reminders for season 8, and that's like a key thing. Like put them in your calendar. We also have the calendar obviously on the website where everything will be there too, to help you kind of keep track of where everything is. The map pool that you, the captains, voted on for your teams. So, if your captain went rogue and voted for the maps they wanted, yell at them later. Placement information, lo and behold, all of the stuff that went into for the placement committee, which is combined of like the board and people from competition committee and lots of friendly faces trying to make the best competition possible for you guys. And then the coveted season 8 divisions where we tell you where you're going to be. And yes, we put that at the end. So you pay attention to everything before that. And then, of course, lastly, Discord updates and reminders. So the team assignment bot and, the different commands you can use throughout the season if you ever have any questions. And then the Q&A at the end where you can ask whatever you need to ask and we'll try to answer it to the best of our abilities. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to Wedge so he can tell you about how great the free agent combine is and how we should continue to do that. So, Wedge, take it away.
Thanks, Aura. Yeah, so super happy with how the free agent combine went this season. We had even more players and recruiters sign up, so that was a huge. I was very glad to see that. Um, Also, really big thanks to all the casters that we had helping out, especially Bahamut, Slexia, Cricket Smile TV, anyone that was doing a POV stream, and also Arrow for helping out with coordinating everything. It was super nice. If any of you guys have any feedback for things that you'd like to see changed for continuing the free agent combine for next season, feel free to shoot me a DM and let me know anything that you think you'd like to see changed. And now on to Born with some updates.
Board.
Sorry, guys. So, all right, for hiring committee, first things first, we're going to welcome Stealthbolt to the creative team. He has agreed to come on board and do some video editing for us, which, as you know, we are always looking for video editors, hint, hint, which takes me to my next point here that we are hiring, obviously. We're actually looking for 2 to 3 more people for our rules committee to help shape all the rules and regulations for how the league runs. We're also looking for a creative team lead, someone who's proficient in graphic design and video editing, to lead our creative team and work with leadership, working on NGS assets, assisting with content creation, and anything relating to branding. And then to kind of go along with that, we're also looking for just general creative team members, anyone who's good with graphic design, anything with the website, helping out with that. And like I mentioned already, video editors. We're also looking for 2 to 3 people for our Patreon committee. If you're interested in the Patreon program and the rewards, and how all of that is structured, reach out. Would love to get direct community feedback so you guys could tell us what you want to see and what you would like to have for your rewards. On the tech team, we're looking for people proficient in JavaScript, Node.js, or Angular 2 Plus, or Discord.js, because we're looking into some Discord integration features. So Rithing, I know our tech director would really love to have your help with that. And as always, looking for observers to help our amazing casters with their casts. Observers control the camera work for them so that they are free to just sit there and talk about the game. But even if you would like to get involved, maybe not specifically one of those things, but you have skills that you think could be useful elsewhere, or you don't know where you would fit in, but you just want to get involved and help out, feel free to DM me or Jackster, and we will do our best to find you someplace to fit in with our staff. And with that being said, I'm going to throw things over to Turd for the rules update.
Thanks, Born. Turd here, of course. Guys, we got some exciting news. Probably the most anticipated part of this Mead Hall. 100%. The rules have been amended in the off season. We spent a lot of work making some changes. We think that the formal rules that you'll be able to view will be out tomorrow night? Question mark. But the highlights were highlighted in an announcement post last weekend, I believe. So let me just go through quickly the kind of the short and dirty of it. We've made some changes to the team name and logo restrictions, also player name. We've changed the way that off-roster subs are going to work. We've changed it primarily to emergency sub situations. This allows for 1 hour notice to your opposing captain before they play. This is to put more emphasis on roster additions. So if you know that you're going to need a substitute more than 24 hours in advance, why don't you add that player onto your roster? That way everyone is better off. We also had a little bit more changes for placement. That's going to be on a slider later on in this show. We've implemented a couple new rules here, the illegal map procedures. So if you pick an illegal map, for example, maybe if you pick Blackheart's Bay, even though you may want to play on that, what do you do if your opponent says, wait, this isn't right? So that'll be spelled out in the rules. And then we also have a no call, no show. Unfortunately, we had last season a couple captains who decided to no call, no show to their match. So this is a rule to encourage people to communicate with opposing captains and especially their moderators. Also, we're adopting reworked heroes for to rely on kind of the Blizzard definition of that. So if Blizzard calls them a reworked hero, then they're a reworked hero. But the rules committee is still going to use their discretion if maybe there's a hero that got a lot of changes and Blizzard just isn't quite ready to pull the trigger. So there's all the rules. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in chat. I'll try and answer them, or you can shoot me or anyone else on the rules committee a DM. And without further ado, I'm going to pass it on over to Turd with disciplinary committee information. All right, thanks, Turd. This is Turd Herder again here. So the disciplinary anonymous reporting tool. So this is something that the disciplinary committee has actually had in the books for quite a while. I think my first draft of it was done in January. But we finally got it ready to go. There were some kinks working out with making sure that it was actually anonymous. So this is going to probably go live sometime this week, certainly before next week. Now, we still encourage people to reach out to moderators, board members, disciplinary committee members if they're witnessing any toxic or harassing behavior. That's the best way to kind of make sure that change is effectuated. But there are some people in our community that wish to remain anonymous, and we need to make sure that we have an outlet for them to report on different rule violations. So this tool will be set up such that they can do that. And yeah, it should be pretty self-explanatory. There's a guide on how to post pictures that I created. If you have any questions about this and how to use it, please feel free to reach out to me, a board member, moderator, disciplinary committee member. We'll all be able to help you out on this. I hope it's a really great tool for our community to reduce harassment and toxicity within the community. So without further ado, I know some of you are out there waiting to learn how can I get an edge on my competition? And I think we have an answer for you. Weenus, why don't you show the clip? We're back.
A sip of wine before we start.
Yeah, let me know we're back up.
Okay. Watch it. They do a blooper cam. They're gonna put that in there.
Arthur, what are you doing? NGS starts really soon. You gotta get Ziltoid together, you gotta get Mongoose, you gotta get Ryokai Ki, you gotta get everybody together. What are you doing? Call Turner right now, we got stuff to do. Oh my god, we haven't fixed the production value. Hey, Turner, yeah, it's me, Arthur.
In their matchup, and then I think I predicted uncomfortably numb over logical decision in that final. I didn't?
We have a recording, we'll find it.
Regen casters. There's going to be multiple casters popping into that game, so should be some fun, spicy things going on with that one.
We saw the.
It's the turd.
Yeah, mic check 1 2.
Ziltoid.
My mic sounds nice, check 1.
Mono.
He always does that. Like, he always just goes so loud when he's doing the mic check.
Yeah, he does. Murda.
Take your hots to the edge. Take your hots to the edge. Take your hot. Oh. Hello? Oh, hey, Arthur, how are you? Yeah, good, good. Hey, have you fixed the production quality on Nexus Edge yet? Wait, you haven't? You're gonna have to do that right away.
Nexus Edge is filmed and produced in front of a live Twitch audience, Wednesdays, time pending. Nexus Edge is a profit-free show designed for you, the players. Nexus Edge is made possible through the help of volunteers. For all interest in volunteer work, please contact executive producer Arthanoff or Nexus Edge host Turd Herder. And remember, take your hots to the edge.
All right, everyone. That's right. Nexus Edge is coming back. We had a little bit of a up and down Nexus Edge cast this summer, but we're going to be back. We're going to be doing it live, unedited, on the air. The production value that you know and love from your Arthanow is going to be coming right at you. And of course, we do have one special announcement that wasn't in the teaser video. Slexia will be joining us as a panelist and also as a substitute host from time to time. So give it a round for Slexia. And I hope you guys enjoy this coming season of Nexus Edge because we're really excited. We spent way too much time on that teaser, so we need something better to do. So with that, I'm done talking, and I'm going to pass it on over to our buddy, Arrow.
Arrow.
Not Aura, Arrow.
Arrow. Hello? Anybody there? Oh, he's gone. We've lost
Literally
him.
just left.
So, caster resources.
Yeah, so we got. Well, I guess I'll keep going here. All right, Arrow is the new head caster. Too bad he's not here to be here for this.
Wait, hold on. Arrow,
oh, is he back?
hello?
I can't-
We
Okay,
did a
no, continue.
practice, we swear.
Yeah, we did practice this. Anyways, we've updated the caster bylaws, and by we, I mean Arrow did. He's made some adjustments to the caster, hopeful, and veteran caster requirements, He's clarified qualifying for playoff casts and how that's going to work out. There's been a lot of unwritten rules previously, so he's made sure that those are kind of captured in the bylaws. He's going to be putting it in the Discord soon, and from there we will figure it out. Lots of joining and leaving in my Discord channel. Sorry, wanted to make sure I was still talking. And the Arrow did want to make a reminder: please don't DM your casters, and also don't ping them. So yeah, don't do that. It's not nice. Unless you know them and they're cool with it or whatever, but don't ping them. And then caster leadership is, as we've said, headcaster Arrow, assistant to the headcaster Weenus, and Jason. I think I covered it. So great. Now, who am I throwing it off to? It's going to be Jackster with important dates and reminder. Jackster, give it to him straight.
All right, let's do this. Okay, important dates and reminders. Listen up, because these dates, they're important to remember. So remember them. Schedules, they're coming out. And he's still not here. Schedules, you're here?
I'm here.
That's fantastic. But your slide is already passed. Your time has gone, and it has passed. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. The schedules, they're getting revealed in 2 days on Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. The regular season for divisions B, C, and D, it's going to be 8 weeks long. It's going to be December 2nd through February 2nd. For Heroic and A, they're going to be 9 weeks long. And the reason is because we want the playoffs to end at the same time. And Heroic and A are, spoiler alert, not going to have... Oh, that was a different person. Heroic and A are not going to have an East and West. So they're only going to need 2 weeks of playoffs versus the 3 for B, C, and D. And the playoffs are going to be starting for B, C, and D February 3rd. February 10th is going to be when they're starting for Heroic and A. And so all of the grand finals are going to be the week of the 24th to the 1st of March. Listen up. December 23rd to 29th. Little known holiday coming up called Christmas. Also Kwanzaa, I believe. Do not schedule your games on those dates because you should probably be spending that with your family. Go out and have a good time enjoying your holidays. Do not be worrying about scheduling some Heroes of the Storm games. Okay, so go out and have fun. Last thing, schedule your flex matches. Schedule your flex matches. If you don't, Born will yell at you, Aura will yell at you, and you do not want them yelling at you. Let me tell you that from firsthand experience. You do not want them yelling at you. Okay, moving on. The next slide is going to be the map pool, the long-awaited map pool. Surprise, surprise, nothing has changed. We're going to be sticking with the same map pool that we had last season. 10 maps. I won't read through them all. There were a couple that were close, but in the end, Braxis Holdup maintained its 10th slot. Warhead Junction, unfortunately, got absolutely no votes. Nobody actually voted for that. That was it was a surprise, but somewhat unsurprising as well. Okay. I think that's everything that I have. So I'm going to throw it off into Mongoose and Wedge to talk about the placement.
Hello, NGS family. I'll blow through this quickly because I know everybody is waiting for the actual placements. But Wedge, Ector, Ryokai, and Key helped immensely with placements this season. So thanks to those guys. A number of other people help gathering information behind the scenes as well. And just a real quick kind of what we did this season, very similar to last season. The number one factor we took into consideration for the division you were placed in was how you have done in NGS seasons past. We also did look at Heroes Lounge and the Zul'jin Distillery Invitational. The information your team captains provided in the placement survey when we register the team, we look at those a lot. Teams that have a strong preference for placement that is definitely taken into account. New to this season, I did ask a lot of team captains for their in-game Storm League ranks. Special thanks to team captains. They were all really great about getting those to me pretty quickly. We really didn't use those too much for returning teams, even though a number of returning teams did send me that information. But that was very helpful for the returning teams to kind of build a database to compare new teams to. And Storm League ranks were used for a lot of the new teams that we didn't have a lot of other information on, and it was very helpful that way. Lastly, we still did use Heroes Profile MMR, but probably the least that we have ever because of the Storm League ranks. We only actually had to place 2 teams solely on MMR, which is way, way, way down from seasons past. So it was nice to have all of this wealth of information to pool from. And that's going to be it from me. I'm going to pass it over to Wedge to start with the actual placement reveal. Take it away, Wedge.
All right, guys. This is the big one. This is what you came for. We had 93 teams to sign up for the season, which we're really happy to see, especially considering it's going to be going over the holiday months here. As per usual, we're going to have a heroic division, Division A, and then East and West splits for divisions B through D. As you can see here, this is what we determined the MMR bands to be following placements. This is the Heroes Profile Storm League MMR. And this is just more to give a rough guideline for just about what the skill level is for each division. So, without further ado, we've got Heroic Division coming up. So, here are the Heroic Division teams. We have Anti-Clown Association, Archon, Chicken Nuggets, Perfect Gems, Phoenix Rising Topaz, Regen, Rewind, Sky 5, TTW, Winnie the Pooh, and World Hunger Avoidance Team. Happy to see that there's a bunch of not necessarily returning teams, but we got some returning players here, so I'm going to be really happy to be your moderator for this season, guys. And now here's Born to Shine with Division A.
Hi, Div A. You're stuck with me once again for season 8. So, our team lineup for this season, and no coastal split here, just one big happy family. We've got Beast Coast, Deathwings Hookah Lounge, Dread Pirates, Goodbye Forever, Main Tank Uther, Minion Miners, Phoenix Rising Diamond, Regen Retro, Team Happy Cloud, Terry's Crew, Tickle Me Tassadar, Wholesome Halfwits, and Virtual Murky Slayers. So welcome back to all of our returning teams, and a huge hello and warm welcome to our brand new teams. I'm excited to get through season 8 with you guys. And then next, we've got Division B East. Your moderator will be Boggs, but since he was unable to be here tonight, I'm going to announce your teams for you. First off, we've got Boogan Squad, then Bread Rising Yeast Sports, Chaos of the Waking Dragon, Demonic Entity Within, Jailbait, Party Time, Phoenix Rising Ruby, Regen Phoenix, Temporary Name, Tiny Dancers, Salt Scale Murgles, and Skiggly's Wigglies. Congrats to all B East teams. And then once again, I will be announcing the rest of Division B as well, since Dallying Pig, your moderator in West, cannot be here. We've got Deviled Kegs, Feigned Competence, Lurk Patrol, Necrofin Murgles, Phoenix Rising Emerald, and Phoenix Rising Onyx, Roll One Esports, Soak Every Lane, Spooky Ghosts, Team Training Wheels, Who Knows Gaming, and You Are Not Alone. And now I'm going to throw things over to Aura to announce Division C East.
Hello, I'm back to do East again, and West, and C, and Division C, the best division ever, with our buckets. Of course, we will share our buckets with the other divisions, even though Division C is the only ones worthy. So we have 2 calculated throw in the same division this season, along with calculated throw Hanamura Drift. So no cheating, guys. You got to play fairly against one another. Deep fried ragaroos, Die for Vision, Duratan's Couch, House of Shay, Illa Dancing Queens, Lubu, Please Clap, Regen Anomaly, and Wood League. And then the C West moderator is actually going to be Bickle, but he is not here tonight, so I will go ahead and introduce C West as well. So in C West, we have Arrogant Nephilim, Better Than Bots, Can't Counterpick Stupid, Clouded Minds, Dat Task Though, Full Metal Jacket, Piecemeal, Team Rainbow Strike Go, Tide Collar Murgles, Vilefin Murgles, and Would Tap That. And then moving on to Division D, we have Arrow announcing the East Coast.
All right, and I think that I'm back. So let's go ahead and get it live for D East here. We've got Ban Cho, Church of Murky, Franksfurters, Game of Throws, I Must Feed, Nexus Cats, One More Fight, Phoenix Rising Amethyst, Probius, Team Elite, and Zul'jin Distillery. And coming over here for D West, we've got Bloodfin Murgles, Bloodbath and Beyond, Ghosts of Yavapai County Municipal Youth Chess and Swim Team, something like that. Homer Stimson, Randy Newman, the Baddest Dudes, the Spoilers, the Tibians, Tryhards, Waiting on Cherry, and We the Pepegas. And that's going to be your Division D teams. And since I'm stealing a second here, just to cover a couple things that I wanted to say on the caster slide, really only two things here. So we are going to put a lot of this on the website so that everybody can see and have some additional information. But for that caster hopeful and veteran casters, for those of you that are interested in performing in the caster role, for caster hopefuls, you're going to need to have that role for 24 hours before you can do a cast. It's a pretty big change, I think, from where we were before, but we want to make sure everybody's ready to go. And for veteran casters and caster hopefuls, you need to have some activity throughout the season to remain and keep that tag. You'll still keep your caster tag if you had it before, but you'll need to have some activity. So at this point, that's going to be just one cast for the caster hopefuls and 5 casts throughout the season for a veteran caster. Yeah. Oh, and one other change, casters need to be in the Discord. You guys have to be in the Discord so that our teams can reach out to you for matches when you've connected that. And with that, I'm going to send it right back over to Aura.
Yes, I'm back to tell you about Discord and reminders and updates as usual. If you haven't already, go get your team tag in the Discord. It's the team self-assignment channel. If you read the pins, so check the pins, it will show exactly how your team name is written. You need to do !team and then exactly how it's written to get your team tag. If it's not working, ping me, message me something. I'll help fix it. Commands you can also use in Discord are the same: bans, skins, and maps. It will tell you the bans, if there's currently any hero bans or bugs that we know about. To the best of our abilities, the rules committee will be helping to deliberate on those, or if you have anything to report, let us know if we're missing something. Skins, directly linked from the rules, so if you're ever confused, it's in the rules, or you can just do !skins. And the maps, they are the same from last season, but if you ever are not sure what the maps are, you can use that command and it will tell you. Division roles and division chats, I will try to work on it tonight, but I can't guarantee that they will all get done tonight, or I might get off and go to bed. I'm not sure yet, but they will be up by tomorrow evening, so don't worry too much. You'll get into your coveted chats and everything. And the captain's list, I will also get updated to the current list. I think I have everybody marked enrolled, but if you are a captain and you have an assistant captain or a manager, please DM me, ping me, let me know so I can get them added to the list and also with the correct tags and stuff. The send help category in the Discord, which includes the channel send help and website help and all those other things, is a great place to go for any immediate needs. Mods, board members, staff, try to answer questions, even other players, try to answer questions pretty quickly. So if you need anything immediately, go there. If you have any feedback for any of the things that NGS is doing, like the Edge or the podcast, or you have an idea of a thing you want to start, tell us about it, talk to us about it. Suggestions is on a little bit of a delay. That doesn't mean you can't post suggestions, but edit your suggestion into one thing, and then suggestion discussions is obviously for discussing a suggestion, or if you want to go into it more. That helps me during and at the end of the season to compile all the suggestions in one nice place so we can actually go over them, make sure nothing's missed. And if you have any questions or need help with Discord in general, I'm usually around and I love Discord, so I can probably help you with most of the things. Other than that, I will throw it over to Venus to end us for the evening.
Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and chickens. So glad that you guys could join us this evening. Remember, you can keep up with NGS on Twitter. Follow us at Nexus_series. Make sure you check the announcement channel in Discord so that you never miss the latest updates. But we have a lot of content that's being produced for NGS, and you guys should check it out. There's a lot of cool stuff. We've got the podcast, we've got the Nexus Edge, a lot of game VODs. There's the late night face check, Ladies of the Nexus, NGS Rewind. There is just so much. Wow. Check it all out. It's going to be up on the NGS Twitch, and if you can't catch it live, make sure you check out the NGS YouTube channel. That's where a lot of our matches that are going to be up there for game VODs, all this content here. But if you can catch the release live on Twitch, do that, because it's going to be a good time. All right, I think that does it for our presentation, and now we're going to open it up for some questions. Oh, check the pins, because if you don't, yeah.
I will come after you.
I feel like that was a threat.
It's a promise.
And for anybody who's concerned, we will have the full Mead Hall afterwards on YouTube, and we'll have, just like we did last season, where the full thing will be up, but also just the placements will be up so you can quickly look through in case you missed it or you weren't here. Some people are even posting screenshots in Discord, so feel free to go about and look there if you missed it or if you're wondering where other people are or whatever. But yeah, so questions, concerns, tell us how great we are, how much we suck. Please be gentle.
I'm always concerned. I'll be honest. I'm always concerned.
What divisions can each person join? Is it based on your MMR or is it your Storm League rank? So we will actually have a full we had a working rules document to update on the website and stuff like that. It just wasn't ready tonight like we wanted it to be. We're just doing our final double checks to make sure everything is fixed and corrected and stuff like that. I don't even have it pulled up anymore. Can someone?
Well, I mean, there's really no difference between MMR and Storm League rank now because it's technically supposed to be based off this.
Essentially in the rules, we've listed it out by Storm League rank for very much ease of use. So definitely, well, like I said, if we're gonna try to get it up tonight after this ends, but if it doesn't, everything will probably, mostly be updated tomorrow night for sure. So we can go over that, or if you have any questions, obviously you can ping any of us in Discord and stuff like that. Once those go up, and it's easier to read when it's on the screen in front of you than to talk about it sometimes. But
Updates on NGS merch from Murda. Weenus, you want to take that? I believe we're doing test runs, aren't
Yeah.
We are actually. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Weenus.
Oh, yeah. The answer is yes. Are we? Yeah. We're looking into it. We're trying to find a good solution of print per order kind of setup. Just because we don't have an NGS warehouse, we don't want to create a whole bunch of merch and just have it sitting around until people might want to have it. So we're looking for a full solution where it's where we can host some kind of a storefront. People can go in there, order what they want, and then it will, basically ship from wherever we decide to find the best producer of said products, and it's going to go directly to users. So we're still looking into it. We really want to. We've heard you guys are like, I want this, I want that. It's cool, and we don't really have anything like that at this point. So we're excited about it. We hope you guys are going to be excited about it too.
I don't want to talk the whole night. If anybody else wants to help answer some questions, I think I saw a few.
Can we
Yeah.
do another NGS combine during the season? That's specifically directed at you, Born, if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that we'll be doing like a specific free agent combine during the season, just because typically most teams have most of their lineup already, and if they need subs or anything, they can always check the free agent channel, reach out to friends, and get that locked down before playoffs. But we usually do at least one or two different just like for funsies, one day only event type deals. I know this past summer we did the Midsummer Night's Brawl, for example. And also, and I don't know if everybody knows this, so I'm going to let you all in on a little secret here, but if you're having fun with the people in your division, or you have a bunch of friends who want to get together and play just an exhibition game or something for fun, feel free to put something together on your own. Division C last season got into quite the heated debate over which Pokemon was better, or is pineapple a legitimate fruit or not. Spoiler alert, it's not. um, but and a lot of these debates were played out within Heroes of the Storm, Team Pineapple versus Team No Pineapple. So, if there's anything, that you want to do with like I said, with your friends or within your division, feel free to put it together and let us know. We'll find you a caster, we can feature it on the NGS Twitch. So yeah, maybe not a free agent combine, but we're always happy to help you guys put together for fun events and get the word out there about them.
Thanks, Venus.
Thank you, Venus.
Yeah, I think Aura got to the question about team name changes.
We can still talk about it. It's okay.
I mean, yesterday. Yesterday is the answer to when you should get it in, but as soon as possible before the season.
If you haven't reached out to somebody like myself or a board member or a moderator about a name change, please do it like tonight/now. December 2nd is essentially when it closes off. We usually don't let teams change names during the season because you're in the season, everything's been that way, and a mod has to change it on the back end anyway, and life becomes hard.
That is unless you are a team name change, in which case they have a permanent exception in the rules. Like it's actually in there. You can look it up. That we have to give them a name change. I wasn't a part of that decision, but they said it.
Essentially, unless all of a sudden you become sponsored by somebody and they're requesting, your name to change, which has happened before. You can't just say, well, we want to be Team Bruce Lee now. Like, no, I'm sorry, you can't.
Or the buzzkill.
I know, I'm sorry. It's too much work for me in particular. I'm sorry.
Okay. Any more questions?
And obviously, if you think of anything later, hit us up in Discord. DMs are open. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest thing is if you guys have any questions, like reach out. Like I had someone the other day just messaged me. They just joined the Discord, and I think my name was the only one at the top, and they just messaged me about how to get involved. And it's just like we'll respond to that. It's just how it happens. That's what kind of.
Anybody else? Bueller? And obviously, if you have any concerns, regarding anything we talked about, rules or placements or Nexus Edge, or I don't know, literally anything we talked about, please reach out.
Existential crises,
Yeah, please just reach out to any one of us. We'll do our best to help and assist where we can, and let you know if we can't. I mean, is the best answer. So.
Oh, and there was a question earlier that was like, why aren't we doing it over New Year's Day? Why don't we have another week off for that? And the reason is because you guys didn't want to. We passed out a survey, and people wanted to take off for Christmas, and people didn't want to take off for New Year's. So sorry, you can't spend New Year's. I mean, you can just like schedule around it. Like it's one day. Like you can schedule around it. As long as, you do your flex matches in a reasonable.
All right. Well, yep, there's my husband. He says it's time for us to go. It's too late.
Tell him I said hi.
Unless you want to hear singing Weenus, I think you can take us out.
All right. Well, we're very excited to have you guys for Season 8, and we look forward to playing some matches.